BUCSBIN is a project that aims to develop the mindset and enhance the skills of the students. OMC Labs had their first workshop in Kathmandu with 50 students working together from Finland and from Nepal under the guidance of lab masters and the local teachers.
With the project-based learning is that students will learn how to develop themselves and how to develop new solutions.
This training aims to help students go through a process of learning whereby they come up which they can actually go and test with the end user.
I'm here for learning. I have not much idea about this program. I'm not much exposed to this kind of environment and this kind of boot camps.
The first thing that attracted me was the title, like concept development. Like there's so many problems that we have, that we see, that we don't know how to address it. Like how do you take a problem and then find out solutions to it?
My expectation is that we'll be doing a lot of going through a couple of steps that we are supposed to do in an expanded time, but then we're going to be very fast and it's going to be crunched.
After the initial ice-breaking session and small individual tasks, students were divided into groups where they had to work on serious topics and look out for solutions.
We are having a 5 days program here for the students to learn how to develop, because what we know for sure is that the only thing that is actually going to happen is that there will be changes always, and our students should be trained to understand what to do when there are changes happening. What the real world is saying about this problem.
Starting from the beginning of the day, like it was nothing like doing a group project or something like that. It was just a fun part, like some introduction and making some drawings and some small challenges and some pitches. But gradually things changed and we were formed a group and we had some serious issues to discuss.
How can we rehabilitate people from the orphanage back into the society?
It was like 3 different heads working together, so it was really good to have their perspective as well, because if I had to do it on my own, it probably would have just stuck into one thing.
The staff members were also a big part of this. They gained valuable experience as they were observing and facilitating the workshop.
Well, we're building capability in Kusum staff and King staff to do entrepreneurial studies or teach entrepreneurship.
I think this is first real test for them. First they came to Finland, and then we had a training program last April where they were acting as a student. Now the outcome will be this pilot.
As a facilitator, मेरो आफ्नो goal setting चाहिँ not to interfere with students' thought process, not to force my own assumption into their ideas. I will try to give very vague answers because I want students to come up with their own concrete answers.
We had one for teachers like us, faculties like us, both from Kings and Kusum. That was in May. The same thing that is happening just now, we undertook it for 4 days, and the whole idea was once we do it, once we're trained, we wanted to do it with the students.
The students had to look for the problem and find out a solution for it based on the research that they were doing as a group and present it at the end of day 2, after which the groups were to be reshuffled again.
Prevention of child abuse, and our task and point is to feel empathy towards the child abuser.
Highlight of the day was a feedback session.
I wanted to be an active listener for today, and at the end of the session, I think I pretty much fulfilled my goal. This workshop, it's changing me to a larger extent, and it's a very important thing for me.
Sadly, our project was not selected by yesterday's GATE presentation, and I'm put into a new group with 6 members.
The context of Nepali education system, it's a lot different. Students actually have to think, they actually have to share their ideas with each other, they have to discuss about their ideas and come up with something tangible, probably, that is a solution not given by the teachers but themselves, and they actually have to think.
So fortunately, we got selected into the top 10 projects.
I basically feel that there's more energy at the table. It was very evident that there was a new perspective coming into.
Tomorrow is the final presentations. There's going to be an audience that haven't heard anything about the project yet. So it's going to be very interesting to see what the natural reaction is amongst the people who are coming here and see what our students and teachers have made.
People from different backgrounds is one of the main aspects of this workshop.
With new bigger teams and more minds at work, the students dig deeper into the problem, looking for a solution where they could come up with the most practical prototype for the final presentation.
And for this, there are two types of users.
So our solution is a platform that connects individuals who want to help these kids learn different skills. So we're offering you 3 options.
I enjoyed the presentation. I really love the fact that we got everything in within 3 minutes. So, and we got good feedback on, pulling it off with 3 people.
Because all of the men we interviewed said that they equally needed emotional support, and that was one thing that they missed during the pregnancy phase.
What is the cost if there is no support like this?
Even awesome. I think within a short period of time we pulled it off really well. I'm really happy with all of that. It's because of them that the presentation went to place.
Yeah, it was like, you get immediately the idea how does it work. And that's what it is all about. Value proposition was explained, and business model was explained, and future opportunities were explained as well.
Clear problem, clear solution, good slides.
And then it started coming from there. So yeah, so don't learn them, by heart, the text by heart. Feel the stuff and it will go. Yeah, really, really nice that you were so honest. If you don't know the answer, you said that we don't know.
When I'm looking at the students and seeing how excited they are to learn, we are there where we are supposed to be.
Presentation राम्रो भयो, तर we are not selected for the final presentation. The whole experience was wonderful.
And I think that was a personal learning for me to miss out on business opportunity and still go open. This is my thing.
So today we had the final presentations with students. There was 8 presentations, and we had a jury from professionals and academics, and we selected the top 3 that will present again for the industry event. Those projects were Safa Safari, Hatemalo, and the Smart Stick. The staff members who were here seem to have learned a lot of things, had an experience of what we do.
Well, I hope that they would have at least a small a seed of the idea about developing mindset.
The destination is also very beautiful, you have achieved it, and the journey was also very, very, very pleasant.
In a year we'll do this again, but then the local teachers will be driving the process, and me and the other Finnish teachers will be just the coaches.
With a lot of learnings from this one and a vision for another one, the students and the teachers depart to come back again next year to share more knowledge and help form a better future.